the bus garage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The case of Medina school bus driver fired for drinking and driving on the job, Medina. On November 30th, Herbert Ferguson, a former Medina Schools bus driver, was arrested for operating a bus with students on board while drunk. Ferguson failed a random alcohol test after his morning bus run. I want to inform you that Medina City Schools bus driver Herbert Ferguson was relieved of his duties on bus Route 30 on November 15, 2022. This occurred immediately after failing a random alcohol test conducted after his morning run. The parents of the students who regularly ride the bus were notified in a separate communication. Herbert Ferguson, a 56-year-old bus driver from Medina Schools, was arrested Wednesday for operating a bus with students on board while under the influence of alcohol. Bus driver from Medina City Schools has been arrested after a random alcohol test revealed he had been drinking while driving students. Police say the alleged violation was discovered after Ferguson failed a random alcohol test conducted at the conclusion of his morning bus run.
Hi.
Stay in. No, stay in.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yeah.
I'm Officer Brink with Medina Police Department. Were you able to talk to me for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. I had some questions.
Okay.
Okay. About incident that was brought to our attention with the bus garage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before we, I
234 PD traffic stop.
just want to make sure that you're aware of your rights before I start talking. Okay.
Okay.
So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court.
George King David 3811.
Have the right to talk to an attorney, have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. And you can decide at any time to not answer any questions or make any statements. Okay. You understand those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just so we're.
Are you arresting me today?
No. No, I want to talk. There was an incident brought to our attention.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming you probably have an idea what I'm talking about.
Sure.
I think it was the 15th of November. Does that sound familiar?
It does.
Okay. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that day and what happened, or?
I really don't have anything to say about it. I resigned.
Okay. Well, again, the matter's been passed over to us, so now we have to, do our due diligence in looking into this.
All right.
I understand that you tested positive for alcohol during a random drug test.
Correct.
Medina, Ohio, officials with the Medina City Schools were performing a random quarterly done alcohol test of their drivers. Police Chief Edward Kinney says Ferguson first tested .135 and a second test was higher at .138.
Okay. And again, I want you to be honest. Okay. I've been doing this for 15 years. When you consume alcohol, your blood alcohol level increases, right? Okay, it steadily goes up.
Okay.
When you stop drinking, at a certain point, it's going to start decreasing as your body metabolizes the alcohol. Okay? So you're going to go up to a certain point, and then it's going to start coming down. Your first test was 134. The test you took 15 minutes later was 138, which obviously tells me it was climbing.
Okay.
So if you went to bed at 3, while you were sleeping, and when you came into work, it should have been declining.
Okay.
So the results of your blood alcohol test, your breath test, would tell me that you are consuming alcohol either on your way to work or while you're on the
Be
bus.
advised, Medic 1 and Medic 5 are working.
Here's the
together
deal.
on 1337.
You're not going to get in any extra trouble if you tell me and be honest that you were drinking on the bus.
What's going to happen to me?
Well, you could be looking at a couple different things.
Okay.
Okay?
Both are more than double the .04 threshold for CDL drivers. I want to inform you that Medina City Schools bus driver Herbert Ferguson was relieved of his duties on Bus Route 30 on November 15, 2022.
Okay.
Okay, I'm assuming you probably have an idea what I'm talking about.
Sure.
I think it was the 15th of November. Does that sound familiar?
It does.
Okay. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that day and what happened, or?
I really don't have anything to say about it. I resigned.
Okay. Well, again, the matter's been passed over to us, so now we have to, do our due diligence in looking
Okay.
into this.
All right.
I understand that you tested positive for alcohol during a random drug test.
Correct.
When were you drinking that day?
After my route.
After your route?
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you you were tested though after your route?
Yeah, but I had to go in.
You go by Ross or?
Yeah.
Herbert? Okay, Ross. I want to make this as easy as possible.
Okay.
I know this isn't a good situation for you.
No.
Okay. I understand that you had to resign from your job, and now there's all this going on. Okay. The more honest you are with me, the better this can go. Okay. You were at a point 134 when you came off the bus and went inside, and we were advised you had to do a test. There wasn't any time between you getting off the bus, going into the office, and being advised that you had to take the test that you would have had anything to drink, correct?
I don't know what to say here.
Well,
If I admit to something, you've already got the proof.
Right.
So what's going to happen to me?
Well, this is all going to go to the prosecutor's office. Okay? We don't have a choice in this matter. They're making fairly big accusations towards you. But I just want you, like I said, you being honest, your honesty in all this will help. If you deny that you were drinking, or you come up with some elaborate story, it's gonna get drawn out and turn into much more.
Okay.
So I'm not asking you to tell me anything fabricated. I'm asking for your honesty.
Okay.
So I guess my question is, because they showed us the video from the bus. You understand there's video on the bus, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're drinking out of the Powerade bottle.
Okay.
You got an orange Powerade.
Mm-hmm.
What else was in the orange Powerade?
No, there was nothing else in the Powerade.
Okay. So did you consume alcohol before you
I was up
got
late
to
the night
work?
before. Yeah.
Okay. How late did you say you were up?
I don't know. 3 a.m.
Okay. Were you drinking all night, and then because you got to work at like 6:15ish, right, or so? Or I think I
Yeah.
saw you walk in the door at like 6:13.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay. So you were up. What were you doing the night before? Or what was the situation?
Just staying up late watching movies.
Okay. Were you drinking then?
During an ongoing internal investigation and in collaboration with Medina Police, it was determined that the driver was consuming alcohol and met the legal definition of intoxication while transporting students. As a result of a continued investigation with the Medina Police Department and a review of the case by the city prosecutor, Ferguson was arrested late Wednesday with charges pending. The safety and security of our students is paramount, and behavior such as impaired driving is not tolerated by our school district. We are very grateful for the Federal Department of Transportation's random drug and alcohol testing policy, and to our Transportation Department that immediately removed the driver from his duties in accordance with district procedures. The school board and the district have been and will continue cooperating with the Medina City Police Department in this matter.
You know, or having a long term of jail time. But to tell you, for me to sit here right now and tell you how that's going to play out, I can't. I mean, I'd like to, like I said, I'll try and give you all the information I can, but I can't promise you how things are going to work out, because they're always different.
Okay.
And you not having history too, I guess in some way could benefit, because,
I've never been in trouble before.
well, that's what I said. If you've had multiple OVIs or something to that effect, or disciplinary issues, you know, that's going to change the way the court perceives what happens. But yeah, I don't know. Did you do you mind if I ask what kind of vodka you had with you? Do you remember?
No.
Or if it was like proof wise, or I don't know if you typically drink something. Go ahead. Okay. I didn't know if you typically consume one kind of drink or whatever, whatnot, or okay. I guess another unit's stopping by, but I'll make a phone call and then let you know what's going on.
Okay, you're coming to get me now?
No, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Okay. Well, you said another.
No, I said another unit stopped. That's what they just told me. For some reason.
I have a traffic complaint.
I don't know if it's Westfield or
Herbert.
the SO, but no, I'm gonna try not to surprise you with anything. Like I said, I'll let you know. I'll let you know where we're leaving this today and how we're gonna handle it from here,
All right.
and then, you know, like I said, I can't help you with explaining it to your wife, but
It's gonna be the end.
would you consider it a problem? I know you say you drink frequently. Is it?
I do. She's mentioned it before, and she's forbidden me to drink any vodka.
Okay.
And I don't know why I was doing that day, but this will put her over the edge.
Well,
Now, we're selling our house and retiring to Florida, and that's going to be gone. My own fault.
Hello.
Hi.
We're looking for Herbert.
He's on the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he inside? Can we come in?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on in.
Are you his wife? Hi.
So what happens when I get to the jail?
As far as
I've never been in trouble before.
okay, I mean, we'll get there. There'll be a deputy. He'll check you again and essentially get you booked in the jail. They'll have like a body scanner that you'll scan through, and from there, likely you'll sit in. There's a booking area for the time being until if they have somewhere more specific for you to go, I would imagine. But like I said, that's all with the sheriff's deputies, and let's put it this way, not all too familiar with that process of it.
That's a zero tolerance policy. You have one drink and we find out about it, we'll be back here talking about suspended jail time. The OVI charge was dismissed. An explanation can be seen at the end of the video. The judge sentenced the driver to the following: 540 days jail time, 2,670 suspended, probation for 6 years, $3,000 fine. Cannot consume any alcoholic beverages subject to random drug/alcohol screening, cannot violate any laws. Ignition interlock device required. Driver's license is to be suspended for the duration of probation with limited driving privileges allowed.